I need to clean that lens. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so much better. Look at that. For those of you that are just starting to watch this, like the replay crew, I don't know how long this live stream will last, but we're going to sit here for however long it does. The girlfriend's in an appointment right now, and yeah, so I'm sitting in the car, kind of waiting, and we'll see what happens. I don't even know if anybody will pop into this. Last time I tried a live stream on my phone, no one showed up, and then I was like talking to people later, and they were like, YouTube never notified anybody. They told nobody that the live stream, that I went live. Oh, so we're gonna wait a few seconds here, and I think if you guys aren't paying attention to the to our U.S. politics, things are kind of out of control right now. Guys, make sure that you check in if you are here. That way I know this live stream is real. It's been a whole minute, and once again, it still says that no one is in here. So with that said, it's very odd, some of the stuff that I'm seeing. I was watching the U.S. House yesterday, House of Representatives, where they were debating 3 different bills to try and kind of fix healthcare. All 3 bills passed. All 3 bills passed, but not before. Hey, it looks like somebody isn't here. Make sure you check in. Kind of curious who that person is. But there was a vote to try and stop the whole thing. It did not work, but there was like an hour's worth of speech on, it's like the people on the right are like trying to talk about the bill, and the people on the left are talking about, hey, just stop screwing around, just give us 3 more years of this crap. And yeah, that's what we want. That's what we really, really want. And so that didn't go well for the people who wear the blue ties. But the 3 bills that were passed for healthcare yesterday, solid plans. They're good stuff. But I cannot believe nobody's commenting. Is this thing broken? This is wild. This has never happened before. This is a YouTube-ish thing, I guess. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's this button do? Chat filter top. I'm in top messages. All right. Let's go to all messages and see if that does anything magical. But then there was also, I guess you got Thomas Massey, who signed on to to vote with white guy with 3 viewers commenting on stuff beyond his depth. Oh, cough, fuck off. That's a cute name. It's a cute name. Is that what you named your firstborn? Out of his depth. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. Please tell us about your PhD in poli-sci. No, I'm sorry. It's probably in what is that? Liberal arts? Yeah, it's probably that. Depth. You can barely spell depth. What are you doing today? Let's see here. I don't know. Oh, hey, what's going on? I don't know. What are you doing today? Right now I'm at outside of one of the girlfriend's appointments. This is Nicki Minaj. Really? Okay. If it really is you, Nicki, don't care. Florida checking. How are you, LP? I'm doing pretty good today. Yesterday or day before yesterday, we went and did like one of our little adventures, our little cancer adventures, and it went well. That's on the other channel, Tiny Van Big Smiles. Tefer. What's going on? This message is held for review. Who's talking? Who's saying bad things? What do we got here? Angry white man, laugh out loud. You're so easy to activate, loser. I'm going to go ahead and show that, because people need to know when people are stupid and you're an idiot. There you go. I'm so active. Wait a minute. Is that what triggered looks to you? Does this look like a triggered face? Oh, anyway, let's see here. Said hi, the Night Dweller. There used to be like a TV show in the late 70s that was like that. It was like a reporter who, like, he was like typing on his typewriter and he'd like followed the story and it kind of led him in weird places. But it was something like that. Something like that. What do we got here? Michelle says hi. Good. How you doing? Have you ever Reuben Reynolds? That's hilarious. I did one time, Reuben, but your mom liked it too much. Let's see. Bro is chill white dude. There you go. What's up, Nightcrawler? Tender for lunch. I'm getting a tomahawk steak. Wow. But I heard they're well, I mean, a tomahawk steak is just a ginormous steak still on the bone. I mean, but yeah, more power to you. I mean, that's the kind of steak that'll like kill you if you eat the whole thing. They're normally like anywhere from like 20 to 32 ounces. Let's see here. Oh, dude, federal nefarious indulge in ignorance, corruption, and failure. Dude, I can't believe you. Scar, dude. I don't care if you are black. It's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. Go do that someplace else. I need to rest. I'm really sick. I have a good day, man. Oh, Night Dweller. Well, hopefully you feel better. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, truly. And what do we got to first is, how are you? Didn't you already ask me how I'm doing? I told you I'm doing great, man. I'm good. Well, I'm so about, oh man, another one. Come on, guys, I don't have an admin in here today, so every time you type something ridiculous, federal corruption and failure, man, I'm not, whatever, Scar, come on, man, every time you type that crap, it's whatever. What's up, Michelle? John 1:8, if we claim to be without sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. That's true. That's true. I'm not religious anymore, but yeah, I've read that, and yeah, I mean I think that's a very honest statement. So, where are we at? Is that June Rummy? Oh, I like that name. Let's go. What are we talking about? Well, we were talking about the U.S. House from last night and how they passed a bunch of bills and the health care, this and that. But then we got kind of like, it's my birthday. There you go, Michelle. Happy birthday. Then I kind of got distracted by the trolls. They're always fun. I love the trolls, man. The trolls are hilarious. I was a troll before they were born. I didn't need no damn internet to be a good troll. What's up, Mason? You have a good day too. But so about, I was watching some videos, and I'm going to. So every morning I do something called the brief, where potential spam go away. You got so much potential. That damn potential spam guy calls me 5-6 times a day. But so every morning I do the brief. I like read a bunch of mail. I don't know what that 100 thing was on my screen, but I appreciate you. Ranger sent 100. I don't know what that means, but gotcha. Salute, old man. I look older. I have to look like this for a reason. I look older than I really am. But anyway, so like I said, I do the brief every morning. It goes out early in the morning, sometimes somewhere between 7:30 and 9:30, and it's just me talking about 5 stories that are in the U.S. economic news or U.S. news that people in the preparedness space might want to be paying attention to. You look 45. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And I do a lot of research to make sure that what I'm saying is factual. So I'm very used to digging very deep into a story to make sure that the words that I'm using are truly factual. And so I came across a video that Senate Democrats put out about 17 hours before Well, they put it out, I'd say maybe 4 hours before the president was supposed to speak last night. You know, and I was like, okay, so this should be interesting. You know, if you guys aren't familiar, you have both the House and the Senate double dipping. Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Q&A sticker. I don't know what that means. But and so they put this video out prior to the president speaking at 9 p.m. Right? And like I was saying, if you didn't know, basically you have the House and House and Senate Republicans, Democrat. They come out and they make these little speeches, and it's like from their caucus. And so the Senate Democrats came out, gave it, and started giving these speeches about, it's like they brought out their little placard where they're giving like President Trump an F on the economy. It's an F for this and an F for that and an F for this and an F for that. And they're like trying to make it look like, like a 1975 report card. You know what I'm saying? It's all gridded out and all this other stuff that only really old people would actually know what it looks like. Anyway, so they do this, right? And one of the things that really kind of, it's like when you can tell when somebody's full of it, there's like this one little thing. It's like fact, suspect, fact, right? So I'm like, okay. So the thing that kind of popped out to me was they were talking about the price of beef. Like the economy's bad because of the price of beef and it's Donald Trump's fault. And I'm like, that don't make any sense, because, beef has been slowly getting more and more expensive over the last 5 years. And who was running the show 4 years before that? Oh yeah, that guy. And so it's like, okay, let's do a deep dive and let's find out why the price of beef is so high right now. And so doing that deep dive, I found out that during the Biden administration, during that time period, okay, there was like a pretty serious drought in the Midwest. And well, that's where all of our cattle are, right? And so farmers were having a real problem getting the cows onto grazing lands. It was causing an issue with the growing of grains and feed to feed these animals. And so it was really difficult to actually have these large herds of cattle. And so the farmers were actually forced to cull or send to market a huge majority of their cattle that they would have kept to make more cows. So basically a cow can make one cow a year, one cow every 9 months, something like that, right? They're not like rabbits. It's nothing like that. And so they were forced to kill all these cows. And so now there's a shortage of beef cattle because of that particular drought, because of that environmental issue, that drought. All right. But so it's like you can't blame Trump. And then you can't even blame Biden, but you can play a little around. You can say, well, that's a little bit of bull, because what happens is farmers will come to the federal government and say, hey man, it's a hard year. And yes, ranchers are farmers. They're just farming cattle. Okay. So they're just they'll come to the federal government and look for any relief that they can get. Well, it appears that, flat out it happened. The Biden administration said, pound sand, can't help you guys. Sucks to be you. That's why we kept hearing about all these ranchers and farmers having all sorts of problems during the Biden years, right? Oddly enough, this month in Congress, the Republicans passed a bill to help ranchers and farmers. And oddly enough, it was the same bill that was trying to be presented during the Biden years. Kind of odd. So if I had to give a percentile for, basically Biden being responsible for the beef issue, I'd say 5%. I'd say 5%, but that's all I would say, because it was just something that was happening. And now it's going to take a long time. It'll probably take 2 or 3 years for them to rebuild that population based on the current laws, you know? So it's going to take a while. So your steaks are going to be expensive for a couple more years. And, you know, let's face it, guys. If you eat a steak every freaking day, put a 1 in the chat. You know? I mean, it's really that easy. And so this whole F report card thing, basically you could probably dig into every single one of those, which I did, and found them all to be completely bull. 100% bull. Which goes back to why they did it. They did it because they knew that Trump was going to come out and talk about how the economy is doing so well. All right? You know, now I hear your mom's circumcised, though. Anyway, this is what it all comes down to. Who's telling the bigger lie? I guess that's the real question. Who's telling the bigger lie? You know, you got Trump coming out for 15 minutes last night. He gave a pretty good speech. The fact checkers haven't actually come out. You know what I'm saying? The fact checkers haven't actually come out and said, oh, this is wrong and that's wrong and this is wrong. Because they know it's just not true, because it's like comparing apples and oranges, you know? The stock market is through the roof. Oh, who cares? Well, you should care, because when stockbrokers, when the stock market is making money, that means that there can be more jobs. That means there's more liquidity in the market. That means interest rates go down. So people that say that the stock market doesn't affect my life, you just don't know what the hell you're talking about, you know? Rotten teeth for the retard. If you knew the story of my teeth, you would still be a bitch. Anyway, let's see. But the reality is that it's like, it always comes down to who's telling the bigger lie. And in this particular case, it's the Democrats, you know? It's, if the stock market is up, this is down, you know, the interest rates are in the process of being cut. One of their talking points was all about, like, you know, under Biden, or no, under Trump, the average home purchaser, buyer person is up to like 40 years old. Well, he's only been the president for a year. Technically less than a year, and this is somehow his fault. Oh, let's just not forget about the housing market being destroyed, okay, by the people in the left. Let's not forget about the billions of dollars that realtors have been sued for in the last year for artificially inflating the prices of homes. Let's not forget about that stuff, right? It's just all fun because, well, you know, I think that it's, what do we got here? What is this? What is that? What is that? There we go. Let's just do that. There we go. All right. Okay. So, you know, everything is, there's actually, I saw there was a poll that came out that the left is touting from Quinnipiac. First of all, left-leaning poll. Okay, that's the first thing. But it says that like 94% of Americans don't think that the economy is Joe Biden's fault anymore. I mean, did they actually just poll stupid people, or did they just poll Democrats? You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't even understand the ebb and flow of the economy, the people that they talk to. Did they like go to like the local community college, you know, and you know, and poll those people? It's crazy, man, you know? All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go to the chat here and see what kind of stupid stuff's here. First one, Trump currently has lawsuits pending against him. He always does. He's always been under suit. He's a billionaire. They'll do anything to stop him. Anything. Okay, smartass, listen. Were you aware? Do me a favor, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you were aware that yesterday the Democrats tried to pass a bill, an actual law that says that President Trump has to pull all of military forces out of the Western Hemisphere who are engaged in anti-terrorist operations. I'm going to wait. I'm going to see how many people actually knew that. 34 felony convictions, right? Hey, Germany, there you go. The reason why you don't change the law is because they all benefit from it. There's some truth to that. There's some truth to that. You see, I'm not seeing any ones in the chat. I'm not seeing any ones in the chat, guys. Yeah, they tried to do that. It's like, I want to make this very specific bill that says that, you know, it doesn't say Venezuela. It says like Western Hemisphere. It didn't pass. It didn't pass. The Republicans crushed it. It was like, I think it was like 216 to something. I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for asking. You know, but it's just our politics have begun to jump. You know, today there was the I think it was in the House. The Republicans brought up a bill this morning, shortly after the House went into session, and they were talking about I'm trying to remember, it was like the FAST Act or something like that, where it's actually an act that's actually going to benefit the streamlining of requirements to build. You know, how we've got that whole situation in California where they've got like this 27-page checklist before they can actually like start to build anything, now that it all got burned down. You know what I'm saying? Houses that still aren't built there. Yeah, go lefties, go. But so this would actually make that, it would streamline that. There would still be lots of checks and balances, but it wouldn't be what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Interdepartmental rigmarole back and forth 20 frickin' times, looking for people to sign off on this, that, or other thing. And just basically like, you know, bogging up the system is what the current laws do. And so they were working on that, right? The only thing the left wanted to talk about was, this is the last day the House will be in session this year, and we could be working on things that are like really, really more important. You know, with a sign behind this guy with like, you know, Captain Red Tie wearing like his little Santa hat and, you know, just making like fun of the president. And it's like, you know, I just like, you can't sit there and say, we need to be more serious. We should be doing some serious stuff right now. And then you have a picture of Trump with a Santa hat behind you with a big smile on his face, you know, basically you're just poking fun. You're just being a little frickin' bitch is what's happening. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, they even tried to say this morning that we should be working on legislation right now that will stop the cliff from people falling off the cliff from not having insurance on January 1st. And that's what's that? That's a red herring, I think is what they call that. That's basically, oh my God, it's so ridiculous. Because if you know how any of the bills that went through last night are scheduled to work, there's no way to stop that from happening. You can literally say, let's make another bill right here, right now, that stops all of that. No, all that has to go over to the Senate. He knew what he was saying was factually incorrect. It was a flat out lie. And they were trying to push eyes onto a situation that have already passed. It's a little crazy, you know. I find most of those people hate their country. Well, I'm not sure about that. I don't sure. The dude is groveling. Man, I must be like, there's like 8 people in here. They must all be trolls. Let's see. Make America Great means you love your country. 100%. What's the topic today? We were talking about the bills that were passed last night in the House for healthcare, and how the left is just like losing their frickin' minds and saying really stupid things. What's up, man? Who's that dog? Man, I really can't. Dog water day. Hey, what's going on, bro? Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. We have gone so far beyond what people, you know, There's a certain point in any conversation that turns to an argument where the person who is truly like done with the conversation, that they're like, and they're not emotional about it, they're just like, they're truly like, this is a waste of my time, nothing fruitful is going to come from this conversation, and they know it, right? There's a point when that comes, and unfortunately that time has come in our government, where we are so far divided that there's no going back. There's no going back. I hate to say it, but I think at some point things are going to get worse. There's going to be lots of yelling and screaming. There's going to be lots of unconstitutional this and unconstitutional that. That's right up there with Russia. I mean, at some point they're going to be like Venezuela. And people are just tired of it. I honestly think that, and do me a favor, put one in the chat if you agree with me. I honestly think that those on the left that are in government and, NGOs, people of power, people of money that support that cause, they are all scared to death that everything that Trump is doing will eventually be seen as good, and that would mean that everything that they were trying to do was bad. Because when you polarize a group of people, there's no middle ground. There's no middle ground. So I think we're getting there pretty rapidly. And I don't deal, if you guys know me, if you follow my channel at all, you should know that I do not do fear porn, but it's becoming very evident that a lot of effort was put into dividing our nation, and there are people that believe that division happened, that they can now control that division, but they always forget that no one wants to be a slave, that no one wants to pay 54% of their paycheck to the federal government just cuts. I'm currently in a place right now, not a joke, where the state taxes you on your vehicle ownership every year. The county taxes your vehicle ownership every year, and the municipality is taxing your vehicle. So you're getting taxed 3 times for owning a vehicle. Because it's like, oh, you driving on our roads and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, great. Then why are the roads all crap? And how come I've never seen a municipal person working on a road? The corruption's everywhere. The corruption's absolutely everywhere, and I hate to say it. And I can't read your name because the text is just too small. 4 years of democratic destruction. We were never, listen, I'm not going to even read the rest of your text. We were never an experiment. That is a joke. That is something that, constitutional theorists say. That should never come out of your mouth, period. We were never an experiment. It wasn't an experiment when the shot heard round the world was fired. It wasn't an experiment when the tea was thrown in the water. It wasn't an experiment, okay, when a bunch of rebels, almost nobody in the United States, okay, population-wise, like less than 10% of people in the United States fought in the Revolutionary War. Okay, that's not an experiment. So I'm gonna leave it there. Because I don't know you, and yeah. Difference between illegal and illegal. See the difference between illegal and legal. A legal immigrant can buy a $200,000 house. An illegal immigrant cannot legally buy a $200,000 house. And I say $200,000 because it's ridiculous. I'm seeing, not a joke, I'm seeing freaking houses that are popping up in some of these tiny little towns. They're just a little bit over what somebody would classify as a tiny house. for like $300,000 on like a tenth of an acre. It's absolutely crazy, you know. Oh my God, hold on a second. Somebody's using the F word here. That's a rebellion, you, okay? And you didn't dedicate to create your own country and delegate. All right. Oh, you know what? You're earning that one, man. You're definitely earning that one. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and put you in timeout for acting like the child that you are. But you could still watch. Maybe you'll learn a few things. What is this dude babbling about? Your mom. She was awful. She was sloppy. Now I understand. Now I understand. That's what I'm babbling about. Let's see here. Everything is the way overpriced. I'm super sick of it. Yeah, it is everything. So it's some things are priced appropriately based on the market. Okay, all the variables that are mixed into that. Other things are overpriced. Automobiles, artificially inflated prices. Homes and property, artificially inflated prices. I own a property. I bought a property 10 years ago, and its tax value at the price of purchase was $160,000. Okay, it's a nice little piece of property. It's 6 acres. It's got a house. It's got outbuildings. It's a nice little place. Right now, realtors want me to sell that house for $300,000. I've done absolutely nothing to it. There's no comps in the area at all. But that's the price that they've thrown the price on. And when I asked them, I was like, you know what? That's pretty interesting. It's very intriguing. Tell me how you got to that valuation. And they were like, and then they were like, oh, it's common, it's comps. It's like, dynamite, where are those comps at? And they started doing like comps that are like 4 counties over. I was like, you really don't know. You're just really into this to get your to get your 10%, aren't you? And then they weren't happy to hear that. But needless to say, I'm not going to sell my house. So Jesus is coming. Jesus is here. All right, let's see here. Jesus is coming. You know what's funny? Jesus is coming. Check this out. For my preppers, look at what I found. Cobb cheese. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's that real cheddar. Got the wax around it. That's going to be some good eating later on today. I'm actually going to be doing a video on canned cheese very soon. Printing money causes inflation. It does. But if you notice, we've kind of stopped doing that, which is really, really good. Let's see here. Peanut Head Farmer Billy, go by his brother's beer loser. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything. And you're obviously referencing, Carter. Okay. But Carter was well before my time. To Bad Preps. Hello from Cuba. Wow. Damn, I didn't know you had internet in the Cubas. Into Cubas. Hola. ¿Qué tal? Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. All right. Say, why do you avoid toothpaste? Okay, so here's the story, smartass. Let's see here. I'm just going to go ahead. I love when people talk about my teeth. All right. Let's see. Put you in timeout for 24 hours because you're being a raging idiot. So back when I was 17 years old, I had a young man. I was still in high school. Had a young man who was out of high school, probably in his 20s, come onto campus and sucker punch me in a hallway. Actually, it was a stairway. I hit the ground. My front teeth came out or were broken like this. And And then a couple months later, I went to boot camp for the Marine Corps. Did 20 years in the Marine Corps. During that period of time, they have a great dental program, but the way these teeth were broken, every time they would put something over them or basically tempt them, because you'd have to replace the entire, you'd literally have to pull these teeth out to make them, aesthetically pleasing, non-triggering for the mentally weak. So I've had temps in there several times. They always fall out. And so I've kind of given up. I did go to the dentist to have them looked at, I want to say like 4 months ago. They wanted $3,000 a tooth. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. So that's the story of the teeth. So stop your crying like little bitches. All right. I smoked for 20 years and I drink coffee like it's cool. And no matter how many times I brush my teeth, they're always going to look that way. You know. I appreciate you, Eddie. I appreciate you, bro. But yeah, that's the story of the teeth. I just sound like it's so funny how people the impression that you can give the mentally weak. It's so funny. Let's see here. His subject. It is a sore subject because I mean, at what point? I mean, seriously, dude. At what point do you like not like? What's the word? What are the words? Let me see the words I'm looking at. I'm looking for the words like. It doesn't bother me, but it just takes up space in the live stream. It's like it's like empty space. It's like you're forming empty air and you're typing things to well, you can't anymore. Now you just have to watch and learn, like the little bitch you are. But you're just like, I want to feel good about myself, so I'm going to say something snarky because it makes me feel good. Man, what a little person. Let's see here. I miss my to myself from birth. Oh, that's crazy, man. Pray to Trump every day. No, not really. I'm toothless. Oh, that sucks, man. Rip Greg Biffle. I don't know who's Greg Biffle. Who's Greg Biffle? Should I know who this person is? I mean, rip. Boom. There you go. I mean, damn. And then the chat goes silence. It's funny too because people are later like, ah. My autoimmune condition took on. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. And you're a member. Who is that? Damn it. Who is that? I cannot read it. Is that West? Oh, it's West Virginia, Pappy. What's going on, bro? Do you believe microwaves were introduced to the household to alter brain chemistry? I do not. I do not. They microwaves were designed for use in space because there's a major problem with anything that gets really, really hot in an oxygen-rich environment. Who is your favorite rapper? That would be Eminem. Let's see here. Are you driving somewhere? No, I'm not. I'm sitting outside. My girlfriend is going to an appointment right now, and I'm sitting outside waiting for her. Let's see here. You say nugget on your. You say new. Oh, is it Nugget? No, nugget on your spare time. I don't know what that means, man. Who's saying hi to me? KP Hething? Man, I really need to start carrying like some readers around with me. I did order a red light. I was watching Joe Rogan the other day, and he was talking about how red light has basically restored his near vision. I mean, I can look 1,000 yards and see no problem whatsoever. That kind of used to be my old job. But anyway, but near vision is junk. It's junk. Another message held. That sucks. I wish it would like show me what the message was, and then I could decide whether I wanted to let it free or not. Yeah, he's a good rapper. My favorite rapper is I'm not familiar with that guy. Is nugget is a new name term? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I spent a lot of time online but I don't deal with young people very much anymore. So I don't know. I don't know. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It needs a trim. It needs a trim. When I trim it, you can see more black stuff in it. It's actually darker than old gray. Look, when it gets long and gray, I look like I'm like I just walked out of the woods 100 years ago. Do you believe nail files were introduced to the household to fight big? That's hilarious, man. 1,000 yards. Are you out of your mind? No. 1,000 yards was the standard for the M40A1. If you don't know, you don't know. Let's see. Microwaves were called radar range when they came out for the public use. I remember that. It's true. That's true. Welcome to the older age. Close-up vision deteriorates when you get it. Yeah, I know, right? brush your teeth, suck my dick. Doom. That's how I roll, bro. That's how I roll. You clearly missed the story of the teeth. Why don't you just rewind it about, I don't know, like 8 minutes, like 8 minutes. Bonjour. At least test it out. The next road rage incident, I'll scream, what's that? 30 dirty nugget. That's hilarious, man. Dirty nugget. You know what? I've got the girlfriend's son is he's 19, and he may know. I might say, I'll just say something random like "you dirty nugget," and see what he does. Like see how he reacts. You know. Look at this. I love these people. Hey, listen, man. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all the name calling, because that leads me into my next intro. You know, a very wise man once said that name calling is the last tool of the mentally weak. Look it up. Write that down. Let's see here. What do we got? Let's see here. Rage bait. Is that why the trolls are here? They think that I'm gonna like snap or something. Man, I raised 6 kids. I have 15 grandchildren. There's nothing you can say or do to me that will get me to like burst into a rage. Microwaves have radiation, can transfer to food and cookware. Wouldn't be surprised. You know, there is a little bit of truth to that, but it's like right up there, like the acceptable levels. You know, I know guys that were sterilized by getting in front of a radar. Not a joke. It happens on ship probably once a year. Some radar tech gets up in front of it, somebody turns it on accidentally or whatever. It does happen, you know. But yeah, and radiation microwave radiation really doesn't have a half-life per se, but it's like it's so it's negligible. See, 20-year Marine retired. Oh, I got to scroll back to that. What was that? 20-year Marine retired grunt. I'm also qualified for 6. Nice. Hey, Steve. Yeah. 8541. 8541, bro. Are you? Talk to me, bro. Talk to me. Let's see here. Bro, you rage baiting the chat. Oh, you think I'm rage baiting the chat? No, I'm just speaking my mind. You know, for Gen Xers, it's just talking. It's just talking. There's no code words for anything. Shout out my Cock Watch from Miami, Florida. There you go. Hey, good to go. Just subscribe. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm probably going to do a live stream. I normally do live streams at 10 a.m. This one was kind of impromptu. I was like, I'm just sitting in the car. I'm just going to start rapping. Yeah, I probably will do a 10 a.m. live stream tomorrow. That's normally what I do, is the 10 a.m. live streams when I'm in town anyway. I'm all about name calling, but it's got to be funny. Calling someone a soggy donut or a window-licking potato. Dude, there used to be this guy that followed me forever, and he would like troll me, but then he realized that I was just having fun with it. And that was actually his YouTube name, Window Licker. I haven't seen that guy in forever. What's up, Steve? Yeah, you know the deal, man. You know the deal. Chewing that dirt, man. We got a lot. I got 2 unread messages that are held for review. Yeah, old Window Licker. I wonder what happened to that guy. I wonder what happened to that guy. I've had a couple of my followers like, I love kicking things. Oh, I know, right? I've had a couple of followers that have died. Like they get really like into the group. You know, there is a membership program. I'm gonna pimp it right now. Yeah, if you're not a member, you can't be part of it. But yeah, if you do decide to become a member, get the Doomsday level, the $5.99 a month level, and you can be part of the inner circle. Yeah, it's full access to everything, not just the emojis. And if the person who joined up for the emojis, the $2.99, it was like 3 or 4 days ago. And if you're expecting more, sorry, read stuff or upgrade. We do have our own members only Discord. So I remember him. He was funny. Oh, you remember Window Licker? No way. I love it. Ah, there we go. There we go. Is that Pappy? It's green. I can't freaking read it in this light. Yeah, I think that is West Virginia Pappy. But yeah, that's what $2.99 a month will get you. Is that right there? That and the shout outs, and you get your little fancy little color code there. Um, but yeah, I had another fellow Marine who was a follower for years, and he passed away this year, early this year. And then I had another one pass away last year. It was pretty crazy. Hello, liked and subbed to your channel to show some love and support. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Riggs. Somebody just wrote me a paragraph here. What is this? Oh, here we go. Let's see here. I sneak into your house at night to steal your toothbrush, just your personal toothbrush, and I scrub my family jewels with them. I get in there. I find the crevices and just go to town. Are you a man or a woman? Because that changes the whole game, man. That changes the whole game. Okay? Some people just like, they say something really stupid and they're like, damn. Lots of held for review. I love this. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Alien has a unique fetish. I don't know what that is. Man, this toothpaste tastes like 1969. Now, toothpaste actually worked in 1969. That was before I was born, but toothpaste actually worked in 1969. Now it's just all chemicals. Are you sure you want to stop the streaming? Cancel. What is going on here? This is weird. This thing right here. There. Oh, there we go. Put in timeout. 24 hours. There we go. All right. I wonder if they like come back like when I put them in timeout, because I don't really kick anybody. You know, I think that I'm not. You know, it's like I really only have one rule for my channel, and that's don't be a dick. That's my only rule. I've had people tell me like you're wrong and I can prove it. And I'm like, okay, show me. Oh, I guess I was wrong. You know, I'm not going to say I'm sorry. I mean, saying sorry. That's some lefty crap right there. That's some new generation BS where everybody's soft. Let's see here. The alien who stole my toothbrush. His name is Alf. He has his own channel. Did you know that? The alien who stole my toothbrush. What are you, like 12? You shouldn't be in here, man. You're not old enough to have a YouTube account. I mean, really? Come on. All right, so the creators, what are we? The creator. Oh, that's the comment creator, not the host. I don't know what that means. Oh man, how long is this damn appointment? 12:30. We've been here for. Oh, it's almost an hour now. That's crazy. All right, so if you guys anything you guys want to chat about, ask questions, whatever it may be, put it in the chat, and we shall keep going. As you can see, the trolls are thick. And I do answer ridiculous questions as well. I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of coffee right here. You timed out. Please reinstate. That was a member you timed out. Please reinstate. You know what? I don't know. You know what? Let me push some buttons here. I'm going to go check that. Let me go check that. If I can. Community moderation. Let's see if there's anything. No, that's not it. Who was it? What was their name? What was their name? Because I'm not. Members don't normally act like that. So if you're a member and I timed you out, yeah, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right to me at all. I'm pushing stuff over here, trying to see if it will like create a list of people that have been timed out, but I'm not seeing that anywhere. I'm not seeing that at all. What's this plus button do? What's that doing? Start a poll? No, I don't care about that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not. That is not something I'm seeing. It says there's 15 people in here right now, but nobody's posting right now. Nobody's commenting. So I guess I'll give it a second. I guess I'll give it a second. I'm gonna look at my cheese while you guys figure this stuff out. It's hoop cheese. They call it hoop cheese. This is from Amish country. It's actually a label. Made from cultured, pasteurized milk, salt, enzymes, and annatto. Does anybody know what annatto is? ANNATTO. It's out of Missouri. Best by July 2026. Packets like this. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see here. We're just observing. Okay. Well, I don't recognize you, but thank you. Let's see here. Very interesting live. Thank you very much. I see you. Okay. Who is that? Deanna? Hi, Deanna. What's going on? Is that, damn it. Man, my eyes. Yeah. DEA. I think that's Deanna. Is that Deanna 1973? Okay. Let's see here. Camp Lejeune Marine here. From service, shot at and missed, shit at and hit anybody else. Yeah, I spent 20 years in and out of Camp Lejeune myself. My infantry units were 1-2 and 1-6. I spent 5 years in 1-6. Anatono is red color. Ah, okay. So that must be the wax. Yeah, it's me doing the dishes and listening to you. Gotcha. I'll tell you what, though, the girlfriend. So we found this thing. It's called Peach Joe Tea. Peach Joe Tea, right? This is peach tea. It tastes really good. It's supposed to be like supernatural. It has 62 grams of sugar in the bottle. One serving. 62 grams of sugar. Oh my God. All right, let's see here. Yeah, it's me. I'm doing Camp Lejeune betrayed thousands of Marines. The poison well, dude. That I was there. I was there in the '80s when they had all the signs on the water faucets saying "Let the water run for 10 seconds before drinking." And I have actually swam. There's a the road is, well, I guess it is. It's what is it? Is it New River Road? There's this road that goes out the back gate. It used to be just a dirt road, and down that dirt road, sorry, I'm being distracted by a very attractive young woman walking past me in clothes that like hug everything. Anyway, and down in the dip of that road, there was a little stream, and that stream ran behind all of the storage lots that were connected to the railroad loading stations, where they stored all that stuff and where all that stuff leaked. I used to cross that stream probably monthly, not a joke. Very lucky that nothing happened to me. Very lucky. But that's where all the leakage was from the 80s. I mean, that was going on for like 30 years. And I wouldn't say that the Marine Corps. I would say that the government, the Department of Defense, they have unlimited resources, but eventually they lost, which is great. So let's see here. My first wife had a stubborn son and a I'm sorry to hear about that. Okay. And the sky is purple today. Still love you. Not really relevant to the live stream, but still love you. Okay, let's see here. What do we got going on here? We've been doing this for 54 minutes. Holy shnikey. Guys, put a question in the chat and I'll do my best to answer for you, or pick a subject and we'll go at it. But once those doors open, and I'm expecting them to open probably in the next 9 minutes, I'll have to cut the live stream off. So just, yeah, do something. Do it. Do it. Oh, yeah. That's the coffee right there. Oh, here they come. All right, guys. I want to thank you. What do you think about Candace back tracking? Yeah, she's going to do that. I saw some of that this morning. All right, that's definitely got to go. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. One of these buttons is how you turn it off.